Okay, good morning guys, welcome back to the workshop. This is part 4 of how to put a ducktail spoiler / wing on your car, made of expanding foam. So we're back. Today is actually our final day, and I say morning because it's currently 7:11 AM and I'm here early because today is Saturday. This is the last day I have to work on this because I want to go to a car meet tomorrow morning. So this is the last chance I'm going to have to actually do this. So really today's crunch time. I'll take you over to the wing and show you over where we are. We're a bit ahead of last video because I've literally just been coming down, smashing it out, and we have a deadline, you know, so got to get it done. But I'll take you over and I'll show you the progress so far. Alright, so we're over here at the wing, and as you can see, it's coming along. It's come a long way. Pretty much all of the back here is good to go. Pretty much all of this stretch along here, pretty good to go. We have these holes, which are basically, all they are is where there's some more on top, one there, and then a little one just there. Basically all that is where the fiberglass that is underneath this, because this is filler on top of fiberglass, which is why it's so shapeable and stuff. But basically this is just where there just wasn't enough resin in the fiberglass, so it's really too soft to keep on here. So basically what I've done is I've taken a razor blade, and it's literally, you can squish it with your finger. So I've taken a razor blade and just chopped out the soft pieces, and I tried it on a place over here and you can't even tell now. Just cut it out and then put a big blob of filler in there, really fill up the hole, and then smooth it over with sandpaper afterwards. And it's way stronger. It's a bit of a bodge, but there's not really a lot you can do about it. You can't put more epoxy on there because it just won't go off, because the fiberglass has already got resin in it. It's already gone semi-solidified, but it's just not as much as I wanted. So basically that's the plan with those. Fill those. The rest of it is actually filler primed with a big thick layer of filler primer. I have these 2 cans here. Both of these are on here now, so there's a lot. I was using 40 grit to sand down the filler, which is really good. It eats the filler really fast, but it also isn't the best because it leaves deep scratches. So the obvious thing is to go up in grit, but then you go up in grit, you're sanding more off. So that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to sand more off because I already had the shape I wanted. So basically all I'm going to do is I've layered this on here super thick, and then I'm going to wet sand that. And then hopefully by wet sanding it, I'll be able to get most of the scratches out. I can then apply more filler primer and it will just really smooth it out, and we should be good. So that's the plan. This video is going to be super time-lapsey because I'm literally going to be working on this all day and I have a lot to do. I have to finish this, and I have the white paint in a box over there, as well as the clear if we get that far, but we might not get that far. As well as over here, over there, that's the bonnet laying up against the lift there. So the plan with this is, it's, as you can see, it's got black on it. You saw in the last episode, we put black paint on. The plan is I'm gonna just gently sand this top edge here because there's a lot of big scratches again, but it's hard to see because it's dusty, but there's just some scratches on there. I'm gonna try and sand them out a little bit, but it does look 100 times better than it did before. So the plan is a bit sanding on that, light sanding, put another coat of black on it, and then clear coat that. This is getting 2-part like epoxy clear because obviously stone chips at the front and it needs protection, whereas the spoiler is just getting a normal like 1K standard clear kind of thing. So that's where we're at. We're gonna probably jump straight into a time lapse because I have a lot of work to do. We're gonna mix some filler, get it put in those holes, and just start banging things out, getting it done. So yeah, that's the plan, and I'll see you at the end of the time lapse, and by then hopefully we're finished. So, thought I'd do a quick little update, put in the middle here. So, stats on the bonnet. I've put another coat of black on that, and I've just wiped it down. That's ready for clear. We're going to do that in a second. That's getting the 2-part clear. I'll show you that. So the clear I'm going to be using for the bonnet is this Pro 2K clear stuff. It's really cool. It's got like an adjustable fan nozzle. Then on the base, has this little pin here. And this is what I was talking about earlier. It's like a 2-part like epoxy clear. So you pull this pin and that releases the hardener into the can. You then shake it up. You have 24 hours to use the whole can or it goes off. So what I'm going to do is pop that, spray some of that on there. While that's drying, I've had to put some more filler in a few holes that opened up on the spoiler. But it's literally 2 holes. Sand those down. The whole thing's ready to just get filler primer piled back on it. So that's the plan anyway. We're going to clear coat that, and then that can be drying. Couple coats of clear coat back on the car. Good to go. This, I'm going to put some more filler primer on there, and then get that layer back up, smooth the scratches out. Go for some white primer. It's hard to cover up yellow with white, so I'm going to pop out, get some white primer, spray that with white primer, then put the colour on, and then that will help it just cover way easier, less coats. Then clear coat on that. Then we're literally put the spark plugs and coil packs back on the engine, charge the battery, fire up, go. So that's the plan. Let's get going. Okay guys, right, so as you can see we've got the bonnet back on. It's still super orange peely because I didn't have time to like wet sand and machine polish it, but that will be happening. Moving over to the Ducktail, it actually came out so good. Like the colour match is really good. It just generally looks really cool. So it's on the car. The only downside is now it takes up part of my rear view mirror, so my visibility is reduced, but who cares, right? It looks cool. So, but yeah, we're gonna hit the road, fire my car up, get it going. I'm gonna go to a car meet, bruh.
Hit the road, Jack.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's now the next morning, and we've just cleaned our cars. We got the wing finished yesterday with the white paint. I've actually put some clear on it as well. Didn't film that. The bonnet's back on the car. The engine's back together. We took it for a test drive yesterday. Everything seemed good. So we're just gonna head to the meet.
For now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate the subscription. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next episode.